I have 3 auditions, no, 2 auditions today. I had 2 yesterday, and then I have 2 tomorrow. For yesterday, I wore the 8114, and then today I have on the 9011s for the occasion because I need to do something kind of like a little bit more business casual for the a car company, and the other one is for some other commercial. But I'll show you the 9011s. All right, so now I'm headed uptown to another audition. Spring has sprung in New York City, and it is fantastic. I just left an audition for this skincare company, which sounds pretty cool. We'll see if I get it or not. Either way, it was one of the best auditions because it was so fast. It was in and out, and I like when you're not waiting a long time to get stuff done, but we'll see. All right. Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the 875, the classic Mach in the Oro Legacy leather. Now, since I did the anatomy of a Mach toe and I had the finished product in hand, I really liked it, and so I went out and got it finally, adding it to the collection. I know I didn't have it, and this is probably one that one would think I would have because this kind of starts it all off. And I think if anyone has just one Red Wing boot, they either may have an Iron Ranger or they may have this. I see this boot quite a lot in the streets. Let's get into it. Oh, sorry. Today I'm wearing the 8859 Mach toe in the navy portage leather. Loving that. So yeah, let's get into the 875. Okay, here we have the Red Wing 875 in the Oro Legacy leather. And we have the traction tread outsole on here. Leather insole in here, nickel eyelets, the Goodyear welt, and this is made on the 23 last, and this does not have a steel shank in there. And then of course we have triple stitch. Yes, indeed. So let me show you the inside of this boot, and if you saw the anatomy, then you know all about the boot and how it's made. But just if you haven't, we'll show you the inside. Oh, we have the. Let's see what's going on here. Who approved this? Let's give a big thank you to Jamie and Lorraine for inspecting these. And these boots were made February 2019, which is that's fantastic. And so one of the things why I look at the date to see when they were made and why I like if they're new is that they weren't sitting on a shelf. So they weren't sitting, in store, or they weren't sitting in the closet somewhere of a store, just, not being sold. So I like when I check and I see that they were made this year or maybe the previous year. I do enjoy that versus something that was made, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago and then was just sitting on a shelf. So these are fully leather lined, as you may know already, but just to tell you, and which makes these really comfortable once broken in. Let's check that out again. Just the inside of the Oro. It's a beautiful leather. Now, when you touch this leather, you can actually feel the oils on this. It's really supple. I actually like that a lot. And I know that this boot can take. The leather is very sensitive. So like any kind of marks are gonna. If I take my fingernail and just go across it, you're gonna see it, it's gonna scratch, but you can easily just rub that out. And on the Red Wing site, they recommend the boot oil for this, which will definitely, when you apply it, it's gonna look really, really dark. I think what I'm gonna do to treat it, I may use the leather cream, which is the Neatsfoot, I believe, by Red Wing. And I have seen mink oil placed on these, which does darken them, but these boots when broken in are absolutely gorgeous. I love this leather so much once it's broken in. Yeah, see, look, I've worn these I think once just to try them on, and you can see just the little already marks on here, and it could just be from putting the boot in the box with the other boot and it's hitting it. So yeah, this leather is a bit sensitive, but you can easily just rub that, you know, just scuff it. I'm sorry, buff it out. You can easily just buff it out. Now I have seen these resold with the Vibram lug sole, like the 8146 and the 2942. It does look pretty cool. I think once someone breaks them in and they maybe wear the Traction Tread sole, instead of getting a new Traction Tread placed on, they put on the Vibram lug sole, and that does look pretty cool. But I have the 8146, so I doubt I will do that. I'm surprised that it's taken me so long to get these, but I've always loved them, and I love when I see these on the street and how someone has kind of like styled them and how they kind of want to wear them. And I've even seen these tattooed. They'll tattoo the leather in some kind of design, which is really cool. So I finally have these. Yes, and it's taken a very long time to add these to the collection, but I'm so glad I do have them now, and I cannot wait to style them. All right, let's do the on feet. I find the Oro Legacy leather quite versatile when styling it. Here with the blue selvage denim, looks absolutely gorgeous, and I think you can do any color really would look really good with these boots, because that Oro Legacy just really pops, especially in the light. I absolutely adore this, and I've always adored this leather. And one of the reasons it took me so long was I really wanted to get other boots, Red Wing boots, that were more exclusive, and I knew that these would always be around, and so that's kind of why I hesitated to purchase these. But here we have some black railcar selvage denim, and then after that we move on to some army green chinos, which I think complements each other really well. Any kind of green and that Oro Legacy look really, really good together. And I would even do even like a navy chino or a gray would look really good with these. So that is the 875, the classic mock in the Oro Legacy leather. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, be a boot. See you guys next time.